Good. No, good evening. Just hi. Hi, everyone. My name is Prerak Sharma. I am not making this video again because in the first trial I have to be this efficient and proficient that I am able to do things perfectly in the first go. And even the imperfections make sense when you are a person of high value. So, my name is Prerak Sharma. I'm 21 years old and I am a first year student of MBA Data Science and AI at IIT Mandi. So, today, as you all know, that I make these videos to improve my communication skills. I used to make 20-minute videos earlier, but from yesterday I've decided to make 10 minutes video. I'll read one or two shlokas every day of Gita, and if I feel like I'll recite them on the video or I'll read them. Apart from this, I realized one more thing, that going back into the world of vasanas, into the world of sense objects, is way easier. The schedule that I had when I was making videos of 1 hour, 30 minutes, or 2 hour videos, or obviously more than 1 hour videos, my life was way much linear. Linear not in the sense that in monotonic. I had much more clarity. It had less vasanas. My senses were in control, and I was not indulging in the activities of sense objects. To give example, I didn't take sugar, but as soon as I dropped it, the urges inside of me started coming back. To control that, I have decided to take this challenge on myself. And one more thing I realized, actual people are watching these videos and their lives are getting impacted. I can't, obviously I'll speak what I need to, but I have more responsibility now. I feel more responsible about every word that I utter, about every sentence that I utter. It makes impact in others' life. So keeping that in mind, as I told you all, that Shuruat is all about starting again, starting freshly, making a new beginning in your lives. Even after failing, starting again, it's an art, and that's Shuruat. And the person for Shuruat, the main character for Shuruat, is me. I want to be the example for everyone so that they can follow my footsteps. Don't follow me, just follow the footsteps that I did. Footsteps are simple: discipline, consistency, and 2 or 3 tasks that you have, and you will achieve it. It's as simple as that. The only thing difficult is to do a particular task on a consistent basis daily. That is where most people stuck. Everyone knows what to do, everyone knows that there is discipline, consistency, but people are confused what to do and how to do it daily, because we have many challenges. Although we don't have any challenges, but still we feel like we are stuck. We have the victim mentality, we can't do anything about it. So there was so I want to tell you about Yogify. I am really fascinated by the business model, by the product of Yogify. And the only challenge which I feel like Yogify has, or which is actually easily seeable from my end, is that even after, let's say if a person buys the product is great, he won't have any problem with the product. The technology is great, he can do it at his own level, whatever clothes he wants to wear. The AI will tell him how to do the asanas, what the person is doing wrong, and he will also get access to the leaderboard, worldwide leaderboard. He will activate chakras as he goes along. But this thing is simple: how will a person get up and actually spend his time on the mat? The first point which comes in mind is that the person, if he is spending money, he has to utilize it for a purpose. But that thing is also not long term. A person might feel the urge and wants to justify the amount that he has spent on the product by working out, by doing yoga for 1 week, 2 weeks. But after that, like I mentioned, the sense or urges are so strong that even after your discipline, you will get easily distracted and you will feel like going back to the life that you had earlier, and you won't do yoga. So what to do in that case? How to make sure that a person consistently performs yoga? That can only be done, from what I believe. See, when we say the sentence we use whenever a new task comes up, the sentence that we use is I don't have time. It means that our lives are scheduled in with so much of tasks that every hour is allocated to some or the other thing. And in this system that we have created for our own, we can't add another thing, because we are not able to do the things that we already have in the specific time slots that we have. And adding one more topic or one more thing on top of all this will create a hectic thing. So that is why we use this term, I don't have time. But we actually have time. We have just occupied ourselves. The basic needs are getting fulfilled even with less work than what we are doing. The statement that we use, I don't have time, it comes because we have the luxury of time itself. We have luxuries of food. I have luxury of time to think. And on top of all these basic necessities, I am able to say that I don't have time for this next thing. And when a person uses this statement, I don't have time, what does it mean? That he has occupied that the psychological urge to do more is relevant in that person's life. He has occupied himself with more tasks than he actually wants to keep, to be in peace with, to be comfortable with. So one has to identify what tasks are actually necessary for him or her. Because we just, to satisfy our psychological needs, we have added many tasks. Like, consider me only, I'm a student. I can do very well without making these videos or posting on LinkedIn. But I have added these tasks voluntarily. These are extra tasks for me. I can do well without it just by reading my books, revising what I have been told, and that is the actual life of a student. And I can have an easy 8-hour sleep. But to satisfy my psychological urge, I'm doing all this. And when one more task comes up, the statement which I mentioned earlier, I will also say I don't have time. So in the similar way, when people say I don't have time for yoga, this is what they mean. They have occupied themselves with so much tasks that they can't allocate 15-20 minutes for doing yoga. They might spend that time on watching reels or scrolling through reels because it is a mindless effort. But to specifically do yoga, even after knowing the benefits of it, we can't allocate a specific time slot for that. Our psychological needs and urges are way above the benefits that we see from getting yoga or doing something productive other than this. So this is the dilemma that we all face, and the only solution to it is if you make some tasks in your life non-negotiable. No matter what happens, you will do it. And I'm using these words very carefully. No matter what happens, as long as your breath is here, as long as you are able to breathe, you have to do it. It doesn't matter if you are at disease, if you are at a function, doesn't matter what. Just do it. This is the kind of mentality that builds discipline and consistency. And yoga is also similar to that. If you have started yoga, you have to do it every day. Make it a non-negotiable. Don't compromise over the things that you have started on, because it creates a long-term lazy attitude. And it will somehow act in a negative manner to you only. Nobody else is there. In the end, you have to be with yourself and you have to work for your own self. People are around us, but we have had many people in our past too. Are they with us now? Obviously not. Will the present people that we have around us, will they be around after 2 or 3 years? Probably not. In the end, we all are alone, and only two best friends stay with us: discipline and consistency. And you have to make some tasks in your life non-negotiable, and those tasks should be in your self-interest and should make you productive in some way, should help you in some way. So guys, make yoga non-negotiable in your lives. Probably this is 10 minutes. As you all know now, we won't be making videos for 20 minutes. And today I wasn't that fluent, I believe, because this topic came out of nowhere. But we will improve. We have 2 years ahead of us, and you all are here to witness this transformation. So this was it for today. What key takeaways you can have from this video? I already mentioned discipline and consistency, only 2 things that you need to have. Although the senses will tell you to deviate from the task that you are in, the path that you are in, but you have to control them in that particular moment. And how can that be done? By making some task that you are interested in non-negotiable. There is no other way. So this was it for today. If you have any insights or something, put it in the comments below. Like, share, if you genuinely want, it's your call. If you want to DM me personally, my links to Instagram, Twitter and LinkedIn are attached in the description below. I'm not hoping anything. I add value to my videos. These are not for fun. I have added value. I hope it helps you. I'm not hoping, it will help you. Watch this and be inspired. Work hard. Bye bye. Signing off, Prerak Sharma.